only focus towards what is the negative and what is the other. So that is the tendency of this Soric person. So that leads the person to, as I told you before, fault finding nature. Because this miasm, any miasm, especially Sora, because that is basic miasm, the miasm does not allow the person to be in a happy experience. That is the reason. That is why a person having Sora, even under such conditions where generally any person can be happy, if you put the person in the most ideal and happy and comfortable conditions also, but even then they can make themselves unhappy. That is the very basic nature of Sora. So they find something which they can magnify and make themselves unhappy, first of all. You leave about others, but they cannot feel happy. Suppose, for example, the person, she has her husband and children. The children are grown up and nothing to complain. Maybe in the beginning of their married life, so for example, there was some disharmony in between them, or not even between them. For example, if there was a disharmony with her mother-in-law, between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, for example, so many years passed and now she has her children and her children also are grown up. Now everything is normal. So the mother-in-law is not there, she is dead, for example, and nobody is there, and she and her husband, children, everybody are in their own, there is nothing to complain. So everything is comfortable. So actually no single event or anything is there now to bother. So now only she can be happy. But she broods over the incidents which were about 25 years or 30 years ago, and now she starts getting disturbed in emotion, and then she starts weeping and getting emotional, and you cannot understand what is the reason. If you ask her what for you are in this mood, she says, I was always insulted by my mother, but she is not alive now. It was 25 years ago, not now. But that time if mother-in-law would have said something, she was also giving the reply and everything is over, finished. But now, so if you ask why you think of the events in the past, now you can be happy. But she says, how I can be happy? I suffered so much. You have suffered so much in the past, but you are not suffering now. You cannot convince the person. You cannot convince the person that she can be happy now. Why should you bring all those things in your mind and be unhappy now? Now you can be happy. No. In any condition where generally a person can be happy, So all these emotions and all these disturbances she will carry in the mind. Because this Sora, the miasm, does not allow the person to get rid of those things. This is all what you have to understand as self-conditioning. Who has conditioned you? Yourself. Self-conditioning. Suppose your parents have not, if you felt in your childhood that your parents have not treated you with affection, maybe. This is also all assumptions. We make so many assumptions. This making assumptions also is one of the reasons, one of the results of this miasm. Once again, miasm makes you to make so many assumptions which are baseless. We think, I may think that, because my parents would have shown more affection towards my sister or brother, not so much to me, and keep this in my mind. And then, even after many years, for example, he is grown up, now you are 60 years fellow. This was about, you are thinking about your childhood. You don't know surely whether, how your parents, what they were having in their mind. You are assuming. It is not so much that any average parents, generally, they will not make so much of discrimination unless they have inherited so much of miasm, of course. But generally, any average parent will have the same attention almost towards the children. Should be, generally. But this fellow magnifies this, even after so many years, 40 years, 50 years after this, and my parents were not treating me properly. And now he disturbs himself. So this is Sora. So now who is disturbing this fellow? Are the parents? They are not alive to disturb him. So his impressions, which this fellow has coined in the mind, which this fellow is holding strongly, every time this disturbs his emotions and all this, and now he has everything very comfortable, financially, socially. Suppose, for example, he has everything. Socially he is in a good position, financially good position, everything, but all these things he just ignores and only thinks of that which he has assumed, which may not be true. All the unreal things can make him unhappy now. So the whole life, he can make a hell of his life. Who is responsible? He is responsible. Sora is responsible. That is most unfortunate. He should be an unfortunate fellow who will be like this, who cannot get happy in the present, who always broods about this tendency to brood over. That is one of the basics of Sora. Brooding over past things. Past events. So this will be translated into different types of manifestations. So some person may feel angry, on whom? He may feel angry about those persons who are not alive now. This is how foolish it is. Or another manifestation will be that she can be so depressed, she can produce so much of water from the eyes, weeping and weeping and weeping, like the person of Natrum muriaticum. Because Natrum muriaticum is one of the topmost remedies of antisorics. So constitutionally, a natural muriatic person, one person can be enough to solve the water problem. She can produce so much of water. She can weep for days and weeks continuously. Amazing how much water she can produce. Maybe she may materialize the water from the space.
Not spicy.
So there can be any type of manifestation, but this tendency to brood over.
So this brooding person sitting in this dark cloud of self-conditioning, but this can have a tremendous impact on the whole family.
Yes.
The whole atmosphere.
Yes, because their presence itself makes gloomy.
Gloomy, yes.
If they are alone, then only they are. It is okay. If they are with other people, the other people will. If they are receptive, they can also turn like this. It is gloomy. They can create a gloomy atmosphere. Gloomy means like a dark means not maybe really dark, but mentally feeling dark. And it's gloomy. Heavy, no. Because their logic is also distorted. It is most illogical. See, the logic is distorted. If you try to convince this person, it is not possible. Because if you say that, why do you think of this now? Yes, I have suffered so many years. How can I be without thinking? So that is their logic. Maybe you have suffered for so many. Why should you suffer now? You cannot convince. Now you can be happy. Why should you suffer? Make yourself suffer now. You cannot convince. So this is the real disease, but this is not considered as a disease. This is the disease which is to be cured. If this is not cured, she can be prone to any diseases because she will be made susceptible to all the influences because Sora is there. Negative force. So she may get insomnia, she may get aversion for food, all these associated things. Or even if she takes food in this mental condition that food cannot be assimilated, because according to science of health, the preparation of food and taking of food should be in a good mood and good mental condition. Suppose you prepare food with some anger on somebody, that food will be poison. It will fill your belly, but whoever eats the food will have a poisonous effect automatically because you have poisoned it. So when you prepare food, your mind should be tranquil. It should be sympathetic. Fill it with love and tranquility. Then this will give good health to the person who takes the food. And also, when it is time, when you take the food, take your food in a good, happy and humorous condition, atmosphere. When you are taking food and in the mind you are hating somebody, so this food cannot be assimilated by your body and it can turn into poison. So this miasm, even though it is not in the physical plane directly, but it can distort every aspect of your life. Even though you are given a very healthy food or a good fruit juice, for example, so it makes no difference you are drinking fruit juice or alcohol if your mind is like that. Because your mind is in toxic condition. You are mentally toxic. You are mentally intoxicated by this anger or malice or jealousy and all these things. What is the use? That is why some people cannot understand, realize that, oh, I am taking very healthy food, I am having healthy habits, I drink healthy, I eat healthy, I follow all healthy, but why I am? Because your mind is like that. That's quite clear. If at least when you are drinking, when you are eating, try to maintain this. Many people I have seen many people, either they are discussing some dirty things, or they may look at the television dirty programs and keep eating. Sitting in the cafe and eating. What they do in pubs and cafes, in restaurants. Why you are going to the restaurant? To enjoy. What is this enjoyment? In which atmosphere you are taking your food and your drink? So how can it be good, bring health to you? So all this what you are doing is, all this increases the power of the miasm in you. That is the miasm is so wonderful, powerful, that it always drives your mind towards always wrong thinking and wrong action, and gets more and more strength from this. If you keep all these things in ideal and healthy condition, miasm cannot increase in you. It will lose. So it doesn't want to lose you. It makes a trick not to lose you from its influence. So all this is what is happening. If the members of the house sit at the table and while eating they you want this. So with each other, disharmonious. Two persons who are having great disharmony, if they together sit and eat in their mind, but they are fighting. Physically they may not fight. So for them this food is a poison. In Ayurvedic text they say that it is better that you may keep yourself without eating even for 2 or 3 days. That is better than eating like this. No fool of any other animal or birds do this except the human fool. You see. But we the human beings, we claim that we are highly evolved than those beings. It's not true. Simply by being born as a human being is not enough. You see how Sora, that is why Hanuman, you see how much he thought for the humanity. How this Sora is more and more is intensifying in the human race. So how to be saved from this? The solution is given. You see, that is the wonderful thing. So he must be, a person who can give a solution like this definitely must have, it is a descent. So what all we have to do is understand this and try to take this solution, follow this, to free ourselves from this bondage. The only thing is we have to accept, but our mind is not allowed by this Sora easily to accept this, even though these are all known facts. All these things are they new for us? Every one of us we know. Even common people know this. These are all known facts. But the miasm conditions you so much that just it will not allow you to get out of this. So we must make an effort. And what Hahnemann has proved is that this is possible even through the power of medicine, when the substance is transformed into in the form of energy, not on a physical level. That is what is homeopathy. Through dynamization. So the phenomenon of dynamization, by reducing the mass and increasing the level of force, energy, then you can reach there and you can hunt out the miasm in us. Such are these remedies. Such is the power of the remedies. Only thing is how to apply this, that is the major part which we have to more carefully learn it. How to find similarity and apply this. So Swara, now you can know. In the beginning, if we just study about Swara, how can we identify this? But now you know how we can identify this even within ourselves. How much Swara we have inside and how much we have to get rid of this. When we study this, we will know ourselves better. We will know ourselves better than before. And then we can know how we can grow over this to be happy. Because the ultimate goal of living is to be happy. That is the ultimate goal. Whatever profession you are, whatever you want to do, but ultimately what is for? To be happy. But except that we have everything. That is the only thing which cannot be purchased. So the Swara can condition you so much, so deeply, that all the dimensions of your life are distorted. So therefore, the relationships, so always a wrong relationship because of Swara. Because of the wrong understanding. Which is right understanding, which is wrong understanding. Anything against nature is wrong. That is what we have to understand. There are law of nature cannot change. We cannot change the law of nature according to our convenience. That we have to remember. So, a person having Swara, if he is a scientist for example, so he will use his scientific knowledge how we can keep the forces of nature under our control. That is what is happening with the advance of scientific research. We are trying to use the nuclear power to destroy others. It is because of Swaric nature.
This is really strange because they know in advance that it's not going to work. They tried before. There have been so many experiments. They know that it's not going to work.
But constantly they keep always trying for this. Any act, it may be scientific research or whatever it may be, what for you are doing? Is it for the well-being or is it to keep our supremacy? There, everything is decided there. If you are landing on the moon, for what? When you have not solved the problems of humanity on this earth planet, what is the purpose of your landing on the moon and want to build some things there also? Supremacy. So that we can destroy the whole earth if we can have a place there. That is the wicked idea. So this is all miasmatic conditions. All this is disease. If we don't know about miasms, we cannot understand what this behavior is. Now we can understand all this is disease. So that is the disease which is to be cured. So which disease is to be cured? It is not such and such or such disease. That is the disease to be cured. Then it is possible that we can make people healthy and happy. Unless you have real health, you cannot be happy. This is dependent, interdependent. And how can be healthy? Until you get rid of this conditioning, you cannot be healthy. You are susceptible. So this susceptibility, that is most important. Susceptibility in all the levels.
But that's not only for Sora, that's also...
Yeah, Sora is basic.
Also in syphilitic and tuberculosis.
Yes, the same. They are stronger. Yes, that is what we are going to study. But they have come into existence because of Sora. That is what Hahnemann has explained. If Sora would not have been there, you cannot have the other miasms. They have come into existence because of Sora. So, what we have to do more and more, we have to understand Sora so that we can identify. That is our work.
So could you say that, for instance, somebody like Rajan Sankaran, who knows Hahnemann, obviously, is he really a pioneer of it, or is he just inventing something for his own benefit to get a name and be famous? Because I think he's in between two somewhere. He tries to find a solution to something which is maybe not within the four miasms, and on the other hand, he also wants to be seen. He wants to promote his name.
Whenever there is any effort to promote himself, then it is play of Sora. So if you are doing something for humanity, you do go on doing it and apply it. What is the need that you need publicity? There is no need for that. If your mind is towards that, that means you are gripped by this. Because Hahnemann never tried for this, for example. If Hahnemann would have spent some time for publicizing about himself, he could not have brought all these things into existence. It's not possible. No, none of these masters who work for the upliftment of this, all the beings, they will never care for this. They go on giving these energies.
But the basic idea is true that the longer Sora develops, the more conditions come into being, like syphilitic is a psychotic, tuberculosis. The longer we live, the more time advances. Could you foresee that tomorrow there will be a blue miasm or a green miasm?
Maybe, but first of all, let us understand completely this miasm. When we are not able to understand this completely, what is the use of looking for something in the sky? Already, which were very clearly given. If we can understand, if we can completely understand Sora and all these miasms, already we could do so much for humanity. When so much work is there, why you ignore this and bother about something which I want to bring you to make myself known as another Hahnemann? You can do that, of course, but first of all, how far we have understood these miasms and how much we are able to eliminate these things.
And how long does it take for a miasm to start developing and see the signs in humanity? Because I suppose that takes hundreds of years.
Yes, that is what Hahnemann he wrote. It is through centuries. So more and more it is getting strengthened through centuries. That is why all the so much of what we are using, the methods which we are used are more and more strengthening the miasm. That is what he has shown. Because the principle is there are two things. One is suppression, And another is elimination. So, what in whichever level of consciousness, wherever there is suppression, so the suppression strengthens the miasm. That is what he has explained us. So we can understand this with many examples. On any level, for example, you are insulted by a person. So if, let us take for example an ideal healthy person. Healthy person means who is not affected by miasm. If this person is insulted by other person,
He shrugs his shoulders.
he just leaves it, because it is, suppose you call me, you said that you are a fool, whatever telling is foolish, you are a fool. Okay. But you called me a fool, and after this you went home and you had your food, you were sleeping and you were quite okay. But if I start thinking why she should call me a fool, and the whole night I could not sleep, she called me a fool, several times.
I didn't.
Yeah. So you call me only once, but in my mind I call myself hundreds of times. Then who is suffering? So that is. So what is the reaction of a person who is in healthy condition? Healthy means who is not. He will. If it is the other person who is healthy, ideal person, if you just it's the same thing, then he says, okay, she called me a fool. Okay, it is her business. Whether I am a fool or not, if I have something to be rectified, let me rectify. If it is okay, okay. But he never broods over all these things. He is really a wise person. But how many persons can resist this reaction? That there you can understand.
Sorry people, I suppose, because they say he's the fool, not me.
He is the fool, but this impression is not gone. He may say, oh, but this impression even after some years, yeah. So then he turns psychotic also. So if there is no impression at all, totally, in that moment immediately it is cleared off. If it is so serious impact also, that will be cleared off so very shortly, because this impact is already transferred down, and in a very short time, if it is a perfectly healthy person, in a true sense, suppose he happened to, this is another example, if a perfectly healthy person happened to see something, for example, a crime, for example, somebody killing some other person, so it is a shock. When you really see before your eyes somebody killing another person or doing some crime, it is naturally a shock. So what is the effect of this shock? So if it is a healthy, ideal person, he will receive the shock, but very quickly his mind will be brought to normal level of consciousness, normalizing, and this shock will be transferred down to the vital plane, and from there very shortly it can go down to the physical plane and go to the surface. All this process may take only few hours. So it may come out like some rash or something for a few hours and finish, if it is really healthy person. But this we will not find in many persons. It takes years and years. It makes a long process inside. And then after a long time, then it makes all the effect in some it brings some pathology now on the physical plane. It may take 5 years or 10 years like that. That means already this is very much affected. So this difference always you find, this Sora made it susceptible, and the susceptibility is affected on the higher level, and from there gradually it is coming distortion in his mind and behavior and all this, and gradually this brings all these distortions until it is manifested on the physical tissue. That is the process. But this takes a long time, and that is why this is not correlated in a person. When you got an ulcer in the gastrium, epigastrium or duodenal and ulcers and all these things, then after you made a endoscopy and all these things, then you found now there is an ulcer, and now there is suffering, burning, pain and all these things. But this is since when all this starting point? It will be 5 or 10 years before. It is not immediately. It started before, and then in his mind it is working, and then his behavior, and then he started to be very irritable person and behaving in such a manner, and all this is brought down and then established as an ulcer now. So how can you, unless you know about miasm, you cannot correlate these two things. You may think, oh, that was over a long time, this is a new disease. This is not a new disease. Even the heart attack, for example, it is considered to be very acute, a sudden happening, because now there are many people who are dying within no time, suddenly, cardiac.
Yes.
It appears that it is very momentary. All this happened just now, but not just now. It has a background before, which was ignored. Nothing can, except the external. Suppose there was an accident and I had an injury, or accepting these external incidents, the injuries or something, but all the other things rest and died. If he is really healthy, it cannot be sudden cardiac attack. How can be there a heart stroke without without a preparation before? Simply without any reason can it happen? That is, so what is this reason? We have to go back and we have to trace it back. So that is what Hahnemann explains. Unless you know about miasms, you cannot really go into the cause and you cannot eliminate it. You have to go into the cause of the disease, not manifestation of the disease. So a palliation or temporary treatment is necessary at certain times when absolutely it is needed, then it is necessary, but not always. So palliation leads to intensification. When you try to palliate, then what happens is the internal disease is intensified. So palliation is not cure. Palliation is different from cure. That is very much clearly explained by Hahnemann at the very beginning of Organon. What is a cure? The more you try to palliate, the more the internal disease is strengthened. So palliation is necessary only at certain stage where absolutely you have to save the person immediately from trauma. That is the only situation, but otherwise you should not try to palliate. Frequently if you try to palliate, you are increasing the strength of the internal disease. What is the internal disease? The miasm. Because if you allow the miasm to be strengthened by your effort, that means you are making the person incurable. That is the problem. And another aspect which was also explained and which was verified also is that it is possible that you can reduce the effect of miasm very much, or it is possible to clear only before you reach your middle age of span. If you already crossed your middle age, for example, if you entered into 50s, above 45, 50 like that, already it is so much intensified, and it is not so easy to completely eliminate. You can constantly make an effort to keep it under control, but to totally eliminate it is not so easy, because your vital force already lost its power. So now when you want to administer a remedy on a very strong dose to act on the miasm, then your vital force cannot withstand this. That is the problem. So always it is better, and when we study about miasms, we can realize that it is better that if you want to have a healthy child, an ideal child, before that you must try to at least to reduce the intensity of the miasm, the parents, or at least from the very beginning of the life of the child, you must constantly keep observing and trying to treat for the elimination of miasm. So before he reaches certain age, then already you could bring him to an ideal condition that a greater part of the miasm is cleared. That is possible. But after crossing the middle age, then a total elimination of miasm is not so easy, because it takes years of work, not immediately. It is a constant work for some years with the cooperation of the patient. So the patient has to accept to be cured. In the present century, in the present time of education, even the highly educated persons also, for them cure means some elimination of the present suffering, that's all. Because we are not educated in the true sense. That is what Hahnemann says in the beginning of Organon, that the responsibility of the physician is not only just dispose the patient by giving away some medicine, but you have to, at least the minimum, you have to educate the patient about how he has to cooperate with the treatment and how he has to keep certain things in the life. That is the responsibility of the physician. Just to give away, dispense by giving some medicine, send away the patient, that is not over. The physician should be able to identify what are the obstacles which can hinder the process of healing. That is what he explains in the very beginning of Organon. And how he must know how to eliminate them, and he must educate the patient also how to eliminate these obstacles. Otherwise, you may make a good effort in diagnosing, you may select a right remedy, you have administered, you have given a right dose, but all these things will be useless if you ignore this aspect to eliminate the obstacles. For example, if a patient is habituated to take alcohol every day, not only alcohol, narcotics, even coffee, we may not think that, coffee is okay. No, if you read the remedy, study the remedy coffee in Materia Medica, you will know what coffee is. How much pathology it can produce in the constitution of a healthy person. It produces terrible changes. So, therefore, all this can obstruct. And when you are treating, for example, you are treating a patient for his problems of the gynec problems or the sexual problems, for example. And during that time they have to cooperate. Because when you are treating the person, suppose the lady got the problem after married to that fellow, now she is under treatment and he also should follow the treatment. We have to advise them because he is the cause, that fellow. And during that time if they continue the same thing, then she cannot be cured. So these are so many aspects which we have to know, we have to understand. The physician has to take into consideration all this if the patient wants to be cured totally. Otherwise for many years you are treating the patient but the same thing is continuing. If you do not remove the conditions that are affecting, that is also explained very much. What are the obstacles? If the obstacles are continuously there and you are treating from time to time, but still again the same thing is happening. So you must take all this into consideration. Because all these factors, they intensify the miasm, the strength of the miasm. That is what you can observe by studying this. When you observe the explanation given by Hahnemann, which he has explained so logically, you can understand, you can verify, we can verify in our own lives what is happening. Whether it is true or not, we can apply to ourselves and verify it. Invariably, we can find that it is true because it was so scientifically proved. So therefore, first of all, before we want to eliminate the miasm, we must put a check to the miasm, not to be intensified further. That is first step. How to deal with the miasm is, in the beginning, at least if you are still not able to find out how you can eliminate the miasm, at least you must try to stop the further intensification. That is the first step. By all these factors. Through medicine is one aspect, and by educating the patient is another aspect. Because the disturbing factors, suppose the person is working in a chemical factory, every day is inhaling the chemical fumes. Explain to the patient. So it is the responsibility of the physician. That is why he has explained so much. As I told you, in all these books, the basic texts of medicine, all these aspects are given on all the systems, in the Ayurvedic system, and also Hippocrates and Paracelsus. If you read those books, they also explain the same thing. What are to be eliminated? Because the basic principles are the same, whichever may be the system of medicine. That we have to understand. Because all that is about human constitution, which is the same. So Sora is, we are only a few aspects we are studying now. Afterwards we have to make our individual study to know more and more about the miasm. This is it's a whole work for many years. Once we asked when Master was teaching us about all these things, we asked the Master, E.K., that we think that can we say that you have you have known already, you have mastered the whole of homeopathic science? He said, no. It may be maximum 50%. So when Master said that, a fellow like me, how can we? So what we know is still so much we have to know. So it is a work for many years, for the whole life. But when we more and more we make an effort to know about this will not go waste. That was also cleared. This will not never go waste, because our consciousness, when we know and when we make an effort to grow over this, so we made a forward step. So this will never go waste. We will continue this. That is what is clearly explained in the scriptures also. So we did not think that now we are in old age, now we started to study this, what is the use of studying? No, there is, because if we started even now, this will be continued after also. Because then we start from a very early stage. Because we started this now, even we are getting old, so it is natural that we are getting old. We may leave the body, but when we get into new, this will continue, definitely. We may not have the degree continued. Now I have such and such degrees, and next I cannot claim that I was having this degree in my past birth. That is cancelled.
Wow, that's supposed to be something.
So all these memories will vanish, but this effort what we made, this will not vanish. So therefore that is what is explained in Mandara scripture. Many times I read, and you can read. There is an assurance, that is clearly. So whatever effort we make for this progress, this will be carried. And then we start from there, not going back. So be sure that this is a continuous process. So that is why when we read this explanation about chronic diseases by Hahnemann, this we will realize. So it is never a waste. Is it not a waste to read all this at a later age? No, it is not a waste. And those who have come into this study when you are young, that means already there were some seeds. That is why you are drawn to this. That itself is a proof. So therefore let us try to know more of the features to identify these miasms. So as I told you, to completely understand Sora, the total picture of Sora, it takes many years of study and observation. So we are now in this session, a few points that we are trying to, the basic features that we are going to study. So another aspect of Sora is that the vital force in a person of Soric miasm, the vital force is not in its balanced functioning, it is distorted. How it is distorted is, sometimes it is excited, so you feel that, oh, so powerful this person. So the working of the vital force is excited than normal. And with the same person, there will be another phase where it goes very low. Either this or this, never in the constantly balanced, never it is like that. That is also one of the manifestations of Sora on the vital plane. The vital force, the functioning of the vital force, it is not constantly in the balanced condition. So for some, there will be some phase where very excited, the vital force you observe very strong, and another phase very low. So there will be alternation of this. Once it is like this, once it is. So therefore in the persons, sometimes they appear very healthy, strong and healthy like that. Same person, in another phase, very sick, very strong. So then he feels, oh, I can digest any food, nothing will happen to me like this. But the same fellow, at a certain phase, even little disturbance, he will collapse.
This is also can happen with the spiritual progress if one meditation is more, in one meditation your mind is empty and you have some experience, some inner experience, another situation all the time, like Also the Sora?
Actually, when we are in meditation, in the beginning of our spiritual practice, we try to meditate. As long in that period when we are trying to meditate, one day it will be a wonderful experience. One day, I am trying to meditate, but the mind is disturbing. But after some period, after practice of some period, then we really enter into the real meaning of meditation. Then we do not meditate. We just open and meditation is done through us. Then there will be no disturbance. And this state of this undisturbed, tranquil state should continue even after meditation in your life, daily life. Then it is true meditation. So meditation doesn't mean only during 1 hour or that time when we are sitting closing our eyes. That is not the only thing, because the mind is to be merged. So before that we think we are meditating, but our mind is acting. But at the same time we have to practice it, because in the beginning, when you are for the first time when you want to ride on the bicycle, it is awful. You will fall down many times. But you should not get disheartened. You must make another effort again and again. Even though you fell down, you had some bruises, but still you should not stop. Keep on until you can ride very easily with comfort. Anything is the same. But in the beginning, when we start something, then we are over enthusiastic. Because we are excited. When we get into something new, then we have excitement and over enthusiastic. And this enthusiasm should continue. After some time, it goes down. And persons who are affected by tubercular miasm, every time a new thing will be enthusiastic. And after some time, this goes useless and then search for a new thing. In that always. So in the beginning, something appears very wonderful. This is what is the best in the world. That is an opinion. That stays only for some time, and then finds some reasons to discard this and finds for another thing. That is tubercular miasm. That we are going to study also. So in any practice, in any field, miasm will have its effect. But at the same time, we have to keep making our effort and practice. Then only we can overcome this. And another feature of psoric miasm is that all these sufferings in the person who is having psora, the sufferings are aggravated by the 4 cardinal points of the day. In every day we have 4 cardinal points. What is that? One is the time of sunrise. Sunrise and sunset, and then noon and midnight. So there will be an aggravation of some problems at the time of sunrise, and some problems aggravate exactly at mid-noon when the sun is on the top, and some problems are aggravated towards the sunset. And mostly the mental problems, the psychological problems are aggravated at midnight. That is the time. In most of the remedies that belong to the miasm psora, you find this aggravation, these conditions of aggravation. In some remedies there is aggravation at night. Especially so, the miasm Sora, that disturbs the person mostly, psychological disturbance will be mostly at night. That is why your sleep is disturbed. Because all the thoughts which are accumulated during your daily life, and then that is the time, when it is time for relaxing and sleep, then the mind starts with all these things. So the mind is disturbed by the thoughts. So therefore, the problem for sleep, most of the persons, you find this problem. Sora even does not allow you to sleep happily. So therefore, you get into habit of some support for sleep. Most of the persons.
Very dangerous.
Then Sora gets more and more stronger. So it is time for lunch.